little bit of mind games possibly as well from KT, not showcasing who they're going to pick where, giving their opponents the least amount of time to respond. Some Lahen's chuckling going on.
Oh, the Blitzcrank! Okay. Well, if you just want to start fights, if you just want to make the Lulu's life difficult, then just pick Blitzcrank, I guess. That sounds great. All right. Still have a fair bit of presence in that mid lane. We'll see how KT are going to be able to face this one as Hanwha take to the Rift alongside them here for game number 1.
Also, do not Clid going for PTA here. So this is a Presti attack Vi. So kind of highlights what we already said. Hanwha Life is looking to play this proactively. Doesn't skill nearly as well as a lot of the other runes. And I think that's a good look. If you can give some pushback to the KT early game.
Ooh. Well, first hook is going to miss. Lahen's still getting his eye in, as we can see. That is going to mean that Hanwha just has a lot of control early on. Oh, there's the hook. Going to connect onto life there. That's a bit of an uppercut. But otherwise isn't going to be in too much danger. Exhaust being taken instead of the heal.
Yeah, really liking this early game here. Coming through from the Zeri and the Luna. Do note, Cuz is here, and a hook can mean devastation.
Yeah, Life going to get stunned. There's the hook that's going to connect, and even though there's an exhaust, I don't think they're tired enough to not kill the Lulu. They'll grab first blood, and Clid has to get out.
Right, like there is a ward there at the Tribe
All right,
Rush.
well, we're just going to dash forward. We're going to snatch Zeka, and he is not going anywhere.
Everything works with Andy.
It does.
Oh, aiming isn't sick.
Well,
oh, he does.
He does hit level 6, though, as Featherstorm is going to be used. Life almost just dies. If he had have called back the Blades there as now Lahen's. Yeah, he's just... Oh, he wants to let the kill go over. Oh, but he doesn't actually die. Is going to give her the respect. Clid's moving over. Viper and Life also moving up here as well, as we've got 35 seconds as the bear heads down. And there is the Emperor's Divide. BDD, are you going to be okay? The answer is no. He's just dead. Viper actually able to grab an assist for that one as well. Huge for Hanwha Life. And KT just kind of all on different pages, I guess.
Yeah. Ooh, I was actually going to say, like, are they going to try and look for another play here? They have vision, and they don't know.
All right, well, the hook's going to land onto Clid. There's the cease and desist. Clid's trying to get out of there. Wild Growth. He's ignited, though, and Cuz is going to lock down the kill. He can now Vault Break over that wall if he'd like to, but Life is going to slink away.
And
knows that there's no vision in that area. Saw that blue trinket go down, though, is now Keen in an awkward spot, but does press the Dominus, gets a bit of a stun there as the hook is going to connect onto Clid. He's blown up immediately, but now KT trying to regroup, aiming, taking so much damage as Featherstorm going to have to be used pretty early on. And now Cuz looking to try and find his way out. He'll use Clid's Vault Breaker in order to escape. And Kingen, oh, the hook again going to be absorbed. And this is what we mentioned earlier on. I really like how Hanwha are sort of moving up their phalanx with the vision that they have available, always playing around these control wards, knowing their flanks. Now, BDD in that brush, in position. Can we actually lock down this dragon as the dive forward? There's the bear, it connects onto Clid, who's so squishy like you were talking about. The Emperor's Divide is decent, but the jungler is already dead. Tibbers in the front line, tanking them all up for the good of his team.
Ooh,
4v5 now.
Yeah, I think you have to peace out.
Oh yeah.
Can't actually stay here. They don't even have the health bar advantage that they need. And KT, Viper can carry some of these fights if he is given the space and if KT throw a lot of damage into Clid or Kingen.
That's a dead Lulu.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Well, hey, remember when I was talking about BDD and Flash and Ocean?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Well, he didn't flash into the ocean. He just flashed into a Lulu, and she died. But look at the Pant Tibbers going on an excursion here.
Fireworks on his back.
Yeah. Having a good time.
He's a very dependable teammate.
100%. But does, when he wants to do something, he just goes and does it, As, oh dear, there's the hook. Waits for the W, and Kingen knew that it was happening as well. He's like, if I just keep holding it, I'll be fine, right? But doesn't actually happen. And so there is another pick. And this is what the KT comp loves to do, right? Hanwha have to play next to perfectly if they want to be able to actually find any sort of fight on the terms that they want. With a map state like this, it's so incredibly hard for them to play the game.
The catch.
Oh, the sidestep from Keen. Cease and desist will come through, though. Can he actually find the slice and dice angle? He does. He still has flash. He's absolutely okay. And that is Baron. Tibbers is going to come down. They're going to 4-man it. With two people still on the map. And there's the Baron. All right, we're going to see a team fight, and then we'll work out who the rock is. As Lehens, can he find the hook? Doesn't want to go for Kingen because he knows he just presses W, so it's a little bit frustrating. But, oh dear, Kingen's still going to get killed. And that's because he gets hit by a giant panda from the sky. Never mind.
They're holding on.
Yeah, this is an Elder fight, and Hammer is still all alive. Kingen loses a bit of it. I mean, the burn is just absurd, honestly. Like, if you tag them with any damage, but they are still very, very low range, as we can see. So, this whole siege scenario, not exactly the one that they want. It's Viper trying to fight it out. There's the Feather Storm. Hook will connect, and that is a dead Cassante. Cuz gets a turn at being the big tanky guy on the top side as these super minions start to stream in. The war of attrition. It's being lost here by Hanwha. And yeah, the Vi is going to go down as she's telling them to cease and desist. Emperor's Divide is going to be baited out by Keen so beautifully. Oh, the polymorph is gorgeous onto Cuz. I don't know whether it's really going to be enough here as, oh, Viper, he's burning, but he's going to be all right.
He's still alive.
Shield. Keen flashes. Another polymorph is gorgeous. And Viper is an absolute hero.
Surely this time they'll finish the game, right?
Okay, well, there's the flash forward from BDD. As Bear goes down and Clid is once again dead. And now Tibbers is battling against a Sun Disc as KT will back away. I mean, they do this getting the pick onto Clid part of it very, very well.
Yeah, they've done that once already.
Yeah.
That part is great.
Yeah,
Are they really not going to push the end? Are they just going to
We need to wait for the minion wave.
Well, I was going to say for Elder.
Oh, wait for Elder? No, I don't think we do that. I think we may be just going to hit the next.
Maybe we just end.
Yeah. I mean, 4 versus 5. Everfrost connects onto Kingen. Viper is hopping over the Nexus, but I think the Nexus is just going to die. Good hook is going to connect. That is a dead Zeri, and that is a dead Nexus to follow. 35.5 minutes is how long it took, but KT were in control the entire time. And they played to those win conditions.
It was
really, really beautiful.
Yeah.
Because, like, yeah, Zeka does a lot of damage on this Azir, but none of it consequential at all, because every time that Tibbers came down, the hook was there, someone was dead, it was mostly clear.
Okay, but that's Kalista support.
And also picking
Kalista
God. Into Oak.
Yes!
Samira Jarvan? All right, they were cooking, but it just wasn't the dish I was expecting, guys.
That's why Life was chuckling.
All right, this is the classic Life Jarvan. He is very good at his Kane's Gangplank making its way onto the Rift as well.
It's Jarvan, Samira, Wukong, Annie.
Coming out of this competition. Very excited to see which one of these archetypes is going to take the win. Top onto the Rift. Yeah. Life's got a pretty good Jarvan win rate, as we know.
Very good.
And get the ward down.
Well, you still need to respect, like, well, there's some flag and drag.
Yeah, there's the flash immediately. Life now, no flash as well as the autos are coming through. Lehens kind of baited here a little bit, but the Viego's coming in. You can see the mist. It is streaking through. Frost shot now raining onto Clid. He has to flash as Viper able to at least dash his way out. But Hanwha, tail between their legs. They do manage to get the flash and the heal and the barrier out of KT.
We can call it over. But you can have a 1-2k goal deficit with this Hanwha comp, but if you layer your ultimates well enough, I do think there's an angle. Particularly because it's Viper on Samira, and I just really want to believe in him.
Yeah, that might be an option there, as Kingen's going to go angry here onto Keen, and Keen just rains cannons from the sky. Alcove Gaming, will it save this Jax? The answer is Leap Strike might, but the Heartbreaker is going to do just that, and Cuz is going to lock down First Blood onto the top laner of Hanwha. You know, sometimes you just want to believe. Lehens doesn't have level 6 yet.
If you put these guys behind,
BDD is coming towards his bottom side, and Life is looking like he's free food, and he knows it. He is just going to try and get some knockups on his way out. They didn't even need to worry about Blade Whirl and dealing with that. They just walk it on through, and KT, it's now their turn to grab some plates here towards this bottom side. Oh,
he's going to die.
Well, there's the body slam, there's the stun, and Chain CC onto Ace, and the hole comes through as well. Another Heartbreaker, another kill. Oh, man.
KT are just reading them like a book.
They are.
They're like, oh, yeah, they're going to rotate over Zeka because the bot lane is going to need help.
Man, why didn't we think of this Ashe before? All right, Arrow is going to connect onto Clip, but he flashes. That should be a dead Lehens. Okay, BDD making his way over. This Thunderdome is a bit weird because there are kind of rocks in places where we didn't really want them to be, but now the Rift is going to sort itself out. Flash Gets BDD to safety. Yeah.
Question mark moment is Clid.
Yeah, he's coming over. Let's see what Clid can do to get out of this. Sorry, Keen can do to get out of this one, and that is explode a barrel in amongst both of them, and then walk it out. He does have to flash, so there's that, and he'll be able to lock this one down. Arrow sails majestically towards this top side of the map, and is going to connect! All right, Lehens. Okay, the barrel, the trial by fire, and you are just dead. I think it was more of a trial by ice, though, to be perfectly honest, as Kingen is just sniped. Lehens goes from, like, throwing an arrow point blank as I just have to hold the thought. Cataclysm comes into the mid lane. The burly gentleman taking a lot of damage. He takes a drink, decides that he just wants to kill a minion wave, and Viper says, no, you're not allowed to do that. And he is going to press the ultimate button. And KT, if they do want to fight for this, they need to do something about it.
Makes it hard.
Yeah, and there is Life diving on top of Cuz. I think he wanted to get a knockup. Cannon Barrage comes in here as Kingen going to get bullied out of the way, and now BDD, he's just going to snipe the Annie, but Zeka, he goes golden. The stopwatch is so huge, and now he looks for the stun, but it doesn't really work. In goes Cuz. He's not able to secure the dragon, so one of them does go over to Humble Life. The arrow sails to Narnia and back again.
Unless Humble Life start to be more proactive, KT are clearly showing that they're ready to run them over as King is dead.
Yes, he is. He's going to counter-strike. He's able to dodge some things. There's the flash. Cannon Barrage already able to be used, and aiming is going to be delivered the kill on a silver platter. As Cuz is going to back away.
Oh, they have no idea.
The flank angle. Kingen's going to move in. Cuz in a lot of trouble. Does go golden. Arrow will connect at least for a moment as the Tibbers comes down, but only onto one target. They do get rid of the Viego, and Viper at about 50%. You can see KT still raring for a fight, though. Cannon Barrage was utilized in the fight.
They have the range. Keen can keep harassing them, as can BDD.
Yeah.
Tibbers!
Tibbers is going to go down. Aiming collects that 50 gold.
There's no smite, though.
Yeah, this second barrel is second Mountain Drake is huge. As Life. Oh, absolutely.
Clid?
Clid. Oh, no. That's an overextension. Cyclone comes in. Another Heartbreaker will come down. An ace in the hole was used onto a clone just for fun. Just to point out which one was the wrong one. And that is Dead Jungler. I don't know what Clid was doing there, but it was the wrong move. Yeah, Clid moving on over. Life is in. There's the teleport, as Life is going to be blocked from this one. Lehens trying to kite this one out, as Aiming's trying to work out where he wants to be. Life is going to deliver himself onto the hands of the Caitlyn. Cuz going to lock down the kill, though, and now Clid trying to dance around BDD with the party cast. Don't know whether we want that. As Samira kind of ulting nothing. And the Annie's going to be able to take down the Caitlyn. Okay, BDD locks one up as well, as Viper gets another one in the fight, but he's going to go down solo. Oh my god, the trial by fire doing so much work. Lehens is the one to finish him off in the end, and now Kingen and Zeka against the world. Counter-Strike comes in. He takes down the GP. And Zeka, what have you got for us, mate? You're going to need to deliver here, as at least they do manage to deal with Tibbers. He's got another stun up, though. Up and available. As Lehens.
Molten Shield, they might be able to get out.
The ult's up again. And, okay, Kingen moving on over.
Yes,
Zeka was too far out of range. Okay, BDD, where are the heroics?
Where are they going?
I don't know.
There's nowhere to go.
Where's KT going? As Zeka is, oh my goodness. Okay, the execute comes through, and BDD might, sorry, Zeka might just make it out. Cuz is gonna, oh no, Heartbreaker does come in, and that was heartbreaking for everyone that wanted the Annie to survive. Zeka. Okay, there's a cast. He's gonna spend a lot of time here in this Cannon Barrage, and that's not where you want to be. Keen's going to be able to lock down that kill.
We've seen... Oh, Keen. Are you dead?
Well, he's going to see that he might be dead, as the barrel's not really going to work out here. And yep, there he goes. Standing on these traps over and over again.
Big buy. Are we going to flip it?
Well, I think that's it's going to be the option here. As Clid's on it, Cuz can you get in? Cannon Barrage right on top of Viper as they dive forward. The Drake is going to be secured by Cuz, but at what cost? Here's the question. The gangplank has already gone down. Viper's popping off in this fight so far. BDD going to be taken down. And now Lehens is going to be the next one to fall. Hanwha, they lose the Drake, but it's only Cuz left alive.
Oh, I don't think they have enough time. 30, 45 seconds until everyone is up. They're going to try.
I didn't realize that it was actually late game Samira that was going to be the problem here.
Oh my god. Can they do it? 20 seconds here. I don't think that's the time. I think they can take the inhib and then they got to piece out. But they might also feel like this is their all or nothing moment, Atlas.
They could go for it.
They're going to try.
Yeah, because...
Oh my god.
Can you
10
protect
seconds.
this? Viper does so much damage to these turrets.
I think they're going to do it.
First Nexus turret is going to go down. Cuz, can you be the hero? The answer, I think, is just going to be no second Nexus turret. It's going to go down, and Hanwha Life, the Blade Whirl, will save it. The Nexus goes down, and we're going to a Game 3. So, you know, what more do we say? Keen did a heck of a lot of damage. Aiming, not so much. BDD, not so much. Cuz actually with second highest damage is kind of huge. And Annie, once again, she retains her 100% win rate.
But it doesn't, I don't know to what extent it actually allows you to fight super hard. Well, bronze level 1 is really good. So maybe that's enough to try and stack a big wave early.
Yeah, and, if you're just playing for the 1v1, the 2v2, sorry, that makes sense.
And also, everyone besides Azir hates playing into this champion. Dive in that bot lane.
Well, we'll see how it's going to go as we hop into the Rift here for game number 3.
Actually, he's ganking top here. There's no way Keen sees this one coming.
All right, and Meganar is in perfect time. There is the hop forward into the crush, and Keen, nowhere that he can go. He calls the Meek, but the Meek is not kinging. Klid is going to miss the cocoon and not care, and then just bite him as the Spider Lady.
It's a lead, but it's nothing that if you're KT you have to be worried about.
Well, there's Emperor's Divide. You might have to be worried about this if you're Hanwha Life, as Zeker is going to try and bounce over the wall. He does, and then he goes to the Death Chamber. BDD's Azir picking up the first kill for KT.
Big moment, because that is a wave going in. Zeka, even with Flash, not being able to survive. Turret plate, and we're still going to get the 4v4. Keen needs to be careful.
Yeah, Cocoon is going to miss as there's the Cyclone. Cuz just gets it done. Keen locks up the kill. More knockups are going to come forward. Cuz steals away the Rift Herald. Hanwha Life esports just obliterated around the Herald.
And it's such a big moment for KT. Klid goes down again, and they're
Another
not done.
one! I've seen this before. There's the shield. A Daybreak Zenith Blade comes on through, and there finally is the flash. I just don't know whether it's going to be enough, and BDD's flashing onto turrets. If it dies, that's when I think it's kind of over.
Yeah,
but
Viper can't die.
Yeah, but if he does it, okay, because he's just showing off now. Gets over the wall. Now Klid's getting taken down so extraordinarily low. I guess he thought that he wasn't going to be able to escape. Didn't have flash, so I guess there's that. And arrows are flying through. In the meantime, Keen is obliterating this turret on the top side. Okay, so not entirely sure what he said, but maybe he said something to justify staying in there. I think he just told everyone to back. As Dominus is going to be popped here as Klid and Kingen trying to fight this one out. That's a lot of value with the Cull the Meek as they're getting the heck out of here because there's a Wukong that's turned up. Kingen's going to get stunned and Klid could not offer enough back. Oh no, and now KT here on this bottom side looking to close in. Not sure what's going on there as Lehen's getting aggressive. He does like to do so on his Leona. Now Klid's going to slink back into the jungle, and this turret might just be destroyed. As Solar Flare going to be used to stop her back. That is so Lehen's, and he's just dead.
But
oh no, Keen shows himself once again. Klid's going to move in. All right, can the dive work? As, the slice and dice was beautiful, but now life is going to turn up. The core drinker value was massive. Keen's still going to be taken down because Kingen was tanking the turret forever. But in the meantime, they're going to lose an inner turret in mid lane, and Chains of Corruption instantly cleansed.
Viper!
Really nice, but see you later, Viper, and he loses all of those stacks. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them.
Yeah, that's not worth
the clarity.
That they're like about 4.5k gold ahead. They have soul points. They have 2 insanely strong dragons.
Before it gets taken away from you after you finish the fight. Maybe that's what it is. As Klid going to get solar flared. Keen looking for his opportunity. He's going to flash in! And there goes Klid up into the sky. And he's going to come down into his doom. Aiming times the piercing arrow beautifully. That is the jungler, ladies and gentlemen. Kingen, he'll be able to get some bounty gold. But I just don't know whether that is going to be enough here because KT, their prize is the Baron.
That should be Nash. That should be the game decider there. As Aiming is going to say hello to Zeka. And they can trade something. They'll get a turret here towards the bottom half of the map. Viper is going to get dissuaded. You know, play it safe. Stink up those waves.
Oh, Klid! He comes out of the death chamber and they want to put him immediately straight back in there. He does land back onto Earth and there is a big Gnar into the wall. Cuz goes golden, whirling death. Oh no! The miss time is going to come in as BDD. I don't know about that one, and there's the cash in for Viper! Oh, someone took a big bite out of that gold lead.
And they're still ahead. They still should have the setup for Elder, but I am worried much more about...
Chains of Corruption land, and that is just aiming getting a solo kill onto Zeka.
That might be it.
That is a thing that they did. Control wards in the back pocket of Viper as well. Otherwise, 5 items done for the Draven.
Cuz?
Yeah, Cuz just going to look for Viper here, and he just gets on top of him. The flash has to come through as Cuz is just fighting. And there goes the Draven, the Brom's dead as well. And we were saying that Hanwha, there might have been an opportunity after BDD kind of threw himself into their base, but then they got just destroyed. Cuz finding a hero moment, and yeah, this could just be the end of it. As in goes Lahens, he'll find the Zenith Blade onto Zeka as well. Cuz fighting against this Jace, and he's got a G8. He'll be absolutely all right, as aiming just throws a piercing arrow. And in the meantime, Keen and BDD are getting work done. The Emperor's Divide comes through, and KT will win the 2-1 over Hanwha Life Esports, and they will claim sole possession of 4th place here in the LCK.
Oh.
And they'll celebrate a little bit as well as Chains of Corruption come down, but the Nexus is going to save Life's life, knowing that this game was over, and Viper, unfortunately, just not having the Draven game that he wanted. You can see the little hiccup where there was that slight pick-off. We thought maybe that was going to be the angle, but...
I think the Sona is definitely what they're going to lock in here. And there's no lane and this is a pick that screams, I'm going to have the ability to roam and get an early cash in for Draven.
First game. We'll see if it works out as we hop into the rift for game number 1. Where's the Lee Sin? Zeka is way too far up the lane. He looks to be just dead, as he will actually flash. Baker doesn't necessarily have to, as Flash comes out from Owner. He says, okay, Sante's got some good wave clear. Clid comes in here alone. Yeah, I guess he's just dead, as down he goes. Owner going to pick up that kill. Not able to hand it over to Faker on the sweep.
Yeah, he can Weaver's Wall in.
Yeah. Well, Flash comes in from Carrier. They get the slowdown onto Life. Is the damage there? Kick from Owner, but he misses the Q. Very loving this back and forth trading in the bottom side. Very entertaining. Clid, he did get that essentially free Rift Herald. He's going to drop it here in mid and try to feed Zek a little bit.
It's crazy how both of these junglers are having such a huge impact on this game. I mean, every time one of them shows, something happens elsewhere. I mean, you either have to commit here as Hanwha or don't.
All right, the knockback, but yeah, Viper's just dead. They didn't have any vision, and they said, oh, they're probably doing Drake, and well...
Push this turret down. Kingen now alone.
Yeah, he's in a lot of trouble. He does have the flash, and he will use it, but just gets flash stunned, and that's be the end of him.
It's rough. Ooh, barely escapes that.
That's a fast guy, but Viper doesn't have flash anymore. The damage not quite there, though, as they back away, and the zoning from the Cyclone is too much for T1 to handle, but now there is a very big Croc who is looking to collapse from the top side, and that will be a kill over to Gumayusi.
Zeka should be able to get out here. Can he find Carrier is the question.
Yeah.
Yes, he can.
Will he die, though?
Oh,
yes, he will.
The snipe. And you know what? This is a huge turnaround here for HLE.
Looking for the wall.
It would be so much more deadly if they had a tidal wave. They do not.
All right, there's the wall. Comes in, try to burst down the Drake, as is Owner going to go for it. Yes, he will. He's not going to get it, though, as this Lee Sin pretty tanky, but is he tanky enough? As in goes the Renekton. They get the Draven on the front line, and down goes Viper, and that is going to be a massive amount of damage away here from Hanwha Life Esports. Clid goes down, and yes, they got the Cloud Drake, but they lost so much more.
And when you use the Weaver's Wall like that, and the tidal wave, there's just no deterrence, as poor Life will be the last to fall. It's an ace here, sub 20. Well,
eventually.
Maybe not.
Needs it in 12 seconds for the ace. Can he get it?
Bubble.
He's on vision. Yeah, he's dead. And it is an official ace. Yeah. Just a little bit slow.
An ace at 20 minutes for T1. This is the game-winning moment. That look who's left open. Oopsie daisy. It's Carrier who catches the enemy AD carry. Yeah. Your front line is completely tunneled on a Lee Sin, and HLE lose everything.
Angle.
He's got flash.
They should know this is coming in the wall as well. Zeus is way in the back line, like so far back there. Faker goes down. They take out Viper, though, as a very messy fight. You see that Guma is able to get away somehow, as so many low health bars are here, and Zeus and Owner are just on the chase, as Guma will eventually be taken out, but so should Kingin, as now a 3-on-3 Zeka. The only one that really does damage out of these six. He's got a Q onto the Baron. Will he be able to steal this? No, he will not, as the Baron goes to HLE esports. Zeus in there alone as a massive double knockup into the Cyclone. Clid and Kingin put 2 and 2 together, and they make it happen, and T1 are wiped entirely on the Baron.
Oh, HLE, a full wipe, a triple kill for Clid, and now they can just push mid. There are bounties and wipe this team. Nobody does this to T1, but HLE, they were so patient and they pulled it off. This is huge.
Got bopped on the head by Kingin. I mean, a 3-man knockup. It's not much you can do about that. It's now Zeus in a bit of trouble. Can't really flash as they're going in onto Zeka. The kick comes in from Owner. Zeka does survive for an incredibly long amount of time, and the damage from Viper is massive as the culling now from Guma. Faker goes in. They're gonna get the Draven as Viper stands up and nearly is able to just stand up to 4 members.
Before the Elder fight is it's initially Zeka who is caught here. The angle of the tidal wave from life from so far away is beautiful. Stopwatch has to be burned. And remember, there's no res here anymore on this Wukong.
Could just be as the flash comes in. Kingin's gonna find the front line. They're trying to burst down Faker as he doesn't have, he does right here at the end, and Clid should be the first one to go down. They just barely take him out as the GA here available for the side of Owner. Zeka's just flashing into 5 people trying to get the damage. Another 2-man knockup. Unbelievable as the divide comes in from Faker, but it's too little too late.
Viper's just doing too much damage. He's at full health. This should be the Elder for HLE.
And okay, let's see how it goes. The Q is in. We got a wall down. As will they be able to deny Owner? Yes, they will. They take him out. Does Kingin, as this guy is just insane today. He's a man on a mission, and that will be the Elder.
Clid does have smite, no flash. He's over for this with the Draven.
Oh, can he do it again? Can he do it again? He does!
What?
He's in, and he gets it again! Gotta be careful about the poke damage, but with this wall coming down, Kingin in a little bit of trouble. And Guma takes 2 axes and nearly dies. And they should be okay now with Exodia to continue pushing here. The damage is too much. I mean, even just 1 hit onto Faker could be it, and the Whirling Death is nearly that. Really on the axe's edge right now.
So hard to mess it up from here. 1 heroic play, T1 need to find one. Faker has Emperors.
This might be where you just got to throw it down. 30 seconds on Elder buff. I don't think they've got enough time to wait to T1. HLE should just be able to slowly chip away.
Zay's looking for the flank here. When that Emperor's Divide comes down, you've got 1 chance, T1.
1 chance and
15 seconds.
A dream, essentially. 12 seconds, the damage goes in. Owner gets the kick, but he's alone. Nobody can get in as Faker can't get over to the left. This game is over as Guma also will be chunked out. They want their KDA, and they deserve their KDA. They will have it now. HLE esports will take game 1 in 40 minutes.
Unbelievable game, and 1 win away now from doing it again. HLE.
Just standard T1 lead, right? And it just felt inevitable, but it was not. HLE esports, they have the key, and they proved it again, at least in game 1. And it's going to make the series very interesting from here on out.
Pick that's going to buy you time. Fiora, Jax in the side lane here is so incredibly strong. Could also just play Sion, though. Have an additional front line, block the Ahri from setting up charms. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're breaking the rules, Valdez. We're doing it again, Rascal.
Rules broken. I mean, it could just be Gragas top again.
Yeah, I mean, Rascal played the Akali top last time in our previous series.
Into the Fiora. Let's see what they want to go for.
I do think that there is a lot of pick potential here with the Ahri into Gragas because he doesn't have a lot of escape, and without his cask, there's a lot of power actually for Lee Sin into this lane. So they're gonna
felt bad, you know, you mentioned he got the loss on his Lee Sin, and he's gonna be desperate for one of those in this game number 2. Let's hop onto the Rift right now. Onto Viper already, but Guma, crucially, no flash. As okay, dash away, but now they're on top of him, but the damage not quite there. Viper flashes forward. They don't quite have vision as they do get first blood. This will go into Clid's hands.
You can play through the alcove.
Oh, but they got too much damage on the Clid and life goes down, and so will Viper.
There's not enough damage here.
One by one, the dominoes go down.
So Plate's going over tons of CS tonight for this early game Xayah.
Yeah, and Owner's still here, by the way. As level 6 is in, they're going for Viper. He does not have flash, and down he will go. Owner picking up the kill once again, 3-0 on the Lee Sin. I mentioned he wants revenge.
It doesn't get easier just by default. You know, their comp doesn't just scale better.
Well, they see you as Owner is trying to take away the red buff. He's on a mission to survive as he might actually gets in to avoid the cask as nobody can kill the Lee Sin. The tidal wave comes in and Zeka's kind of hopeless too, goes down right after his flash. And it was all just an epic bait at the end of the day. As in goes Faker, he's got stopwatch. Talked about him being good at doing this, but he is going to have to flash away. Yeah. Now, Life is about to get his flash up. Could be huge. Let's see. As it's getting close, the charm hits on Zeka, Everfrost as well, and it resets as the engage here onto Owner. They're trying to burst him down and they get him! They get the Lee Sin! But what is the follow-up going to look like here with T1 so far ahead? Zeka is dead. As the Feather's now on the ground, Clid is not winning this fight against Zeus. As Viper tries to pull him back, but just gets clapped by Gumayusi, as they will chase them down. And Kingen is not going to be able to stop them this time.
Yeah, Clid. Oh, he's taken out here. It's so close. Looks like it might be another early ace, just like last game.
Yeah, same situation too, where Kingen is going to survive a long time, just like Life in the last game.
It's just history repeats itself. A soul point fight, a full wipe here. Clid's got the wraparound. Here we go.
Oh, as they get in, and the cask is pretty good. Look at Guma. That's going to be their main target. He hits the shuriken. He gets in onto Guma. You've got to be kidding me. They can't do it twice.
They did it again, Valdez. They did it again. No. And Clid with the full wraparound. Guma is exposed in this fight. So beautiful. Incredible.
Just dodging everything.
Everybody's on the same page.
Yeah.
But one greedy Baron.
Okay. Everfrost. There's potential, yeah. He's going to go in for this one as Zeka trying to get on top of the Ahri. The damage's not quite there, but he will go down in the end, and Clid is just barely there.
Trading up in gold. Trading up in gold. Owner's over here.
He's got it.
That's a lot of money into this Wukong's pocket.
Owner getting on top of the Wukong now. We don't have Cyclone here for Clid as he's in a little bit of trouble. As actually trading it back here as the kick onto the real one. As he should get it. Yeah, the Q comes in. Execution.
Coming over. Zayas zoning him out. They could just look for the steal.
Oh, Clid spotted. Flash in from Guma. And you know what? It's going to work. They're going to take down Clid. Looked a bit confusing at first, but yeah, now Life in a little bit of trouble. The turn here from T1 should just be enough, although the Feathers are on the ground. Got to be careful going into Viper. He gets close. This is going all the way down. Jonas Strong has to keep scrolling forever. The Feathers are on the ground here, but Viper just has to run away. King and Life and Viper having the angle from the bottom side. As CP is coming in, and Faker's going to get caught on the front line, but he's got his Zhonya's. And will that be enough to get him a big knockup from the Cassante as Faker is still alive? They finally get him in the end. Viper is fighting it out from the back line. Let's look at Zeka in the back line too.
Oh my God, Valdez!
Viper winning a fight down 9,000 gold. What is happening?
Oh my God, now it's not over yet. Viper here still.
Life have some good vision right now on the Drake, so they know this is happening, but T1's trying to force a fight right now without Zeka in it. King in a lot of trouble. He's very tanky, but not tanky enough. Down goes the Gragas. And that is it. Oh, God.
This is everything. They have Life here who doesn't have flash, but could try to ult in.
Oh, Zeka, he's got to go in. He doesn't have a way out. Has Zhonya's, but on the front line, he's just on the run. As in they go. The knockup comes in from the side of Zeus, and that will be the end of the Akali. And they keep this one on a leash, it looks like. 5,000 health.
Yeah, and Clid just wants so desperately to steal, but Zeus is following him and tracking him, so he won't be able to 50-50 this. The Elder does go to T1. A Baron has expired. The Elder to try to push this mid lane. Yeah. As you can see, the ping is coming down immediately to grab the inhibitor, and any picks definitely lead to this game ending. Right now, we go 3.
Yeah, I mean,
back.
5v4 with Elder should be enough.
Clid once again, man, on the world's longest flank.
I thought maybe he was trying to get into the wave or something, but not quite going to happen. T1 looking good on the charge down mid. As the cast not good enough this time. Very nice on the timing of the Featherstorm, but I just don't think it's going to matter too much. But that is a big ultimate in that backline. The Elder is so strong, but Owner's going to go down. And all of a sudden, okay, we're trading. And Zeka just trying to survive as Zeus.
Saw Viper.
Frontlining, yeah, it's just got to be Viper, but you're fighting against Elder Drake. How can you do it? Oh, he's going to hit the charm, and that should be enough. Down goes the Xayah, and T1 have done it just barely. I mean, they were ahead like 10,000 gold the whole game, and they finally did it.
That's
down
it.
will go the Nexus here, and we are going to a game number 3.
T1, 2 dominant early games back-to-back, but in game 2, I'm not killing Guma now. Let's back up, set up a perfect fight. Maybe we can beat them on Baron. Same thing we saw in game 1. That Elder fight, which was brilliant. Viper's positioning his team fighting. As Gnar is locked in, we still know what this pick is going to be for Owner. Looks very uncomfortable with this game state. He doesn't want to play an AP jungler. Now, this is one he's pulled out a lot in these types of best of 3s.
Pulling out the stops, I guess. This is very interesting.
If we can see another Sylas top in this series.
Maybe it's Victor top.
Could be. It's been a very long time, but Crown Victor top can be quite strong. Good for side laning.
Our dreams are crushed.
Yeah, it's going to be Cassante again here into the Gnar. A matchup that Gnar was picked before Cassante's nerfs into as a counter. This is Zeus' Gnar. This is his debut pick, one that he got very famous for early on in his career. You've opted into this because you wanted to pick the Victor, and we will have to see if Zeka's Victor performances have improved here because he is playing against the King of Azir 100 games on this pick now.
Yeah.
This was his 100th game here on the side of HLE.
Absolutely. They have just gone into it so deep as, guys, we are ready. Owner didn't have any camps, so he was, pressuring bot as we saw. And then he just pings the Grump that's just coming up. But now actually trying to punish Klid as the Fear will come in. Do have Zeka moving over, but there's a level 6 Azir as he picks up both of them. And Zeka, even though he flashes away, he will be going down.
And, watch this from his first-person view. He's like, wait a minute, they're actually both here? And he just is able to get right past with the flash here. So he goes over the wall here and will start this up. So it is going to be Herald here for Barrier, basically, and Nocturnal. So this is a huge win for HLE.
All right, but no flash here on mid, which is why we can just flash on in. Lethal tempo, Zeka step. This is what I was talking about. It's just a free kill. They're going to hand that one over to Owner. And even
I'm sorry, not Gore Drinker. The Strike Breaker. And Baker.
Okay. Viol's pretty good against an Azir as he flashes. He's going to hit the buy into the turret as Owner is here. Fear comes in. Can he get the damage in is really the question. As Klid is so low and the Q will be enough. Yeah, looks like they will, but there's no jungle here, right? So Owner just going to push Zeka away with the tidal wave, and that's going to be the end of that, as they might just get on top of this fight, though. Polymorph comes in. Zerial down to 2. Viper trying to get this damage into this bottom lane, as Guma will be the sacrificial Lucian. Down he goes, and that kill is going to go to the hands of Viper as they go for the fight when Klid comes in. It's now Baker again in a little bit of trouble, but this time he's got a Nocturne as tons of damage in the Chaos Storm on top of Faker here, as one last tick would have done it, but it's not quite enough.
Oh man, Faker calculated.
He's going for this. He's actually, I think he's got the damage. Yeah, Strikebreaker complete. Owner is 5-0. Guma's a bit low, but you've got some sustain from the Nami. It feels like Humalife are like, they do not want to let this go without a fight, but they will have their fight, I suppose. Will it work out? As, we do have a huge Emperor's Divine in the back line, actually, as Zeka takes forever to go down. Zeri getting tons of value from Viper, but he's only got one item, and they're just electing to go into this fight against T1 right now. And it's not the cleanest fight ever, but T1 will still win it.
Yeah, still some kills being traded back here. Don't think Kingan's going to be able to get anything else done. Faker so far ahead to try to get an in or two. This is where got to be careful as HLE trying to contest and trying to defend. Owner here seen on the flank.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, they're going to try to get in onto Zeus, and a lot of poke comes out from the Victor. Zeka Victor.
Yeah, they save the turret for now. It's just a 5 versus 5 here for, 5% of this turret's health.
I think T1 just identifying they're stronger right now, and they're going to force fights if they can. As Ingo's owner, he's got to stop. Watch a 2-man bubble. Maybe even a 3-man in the front line as Curry is going to hit it. And we are just wiping up Humble Life Esports on the top side of the map. T1 say, you want to fight, you will have it.
Yeah. 6-0-7 on this Nocturne.
I think the game is over.
I think it is.
22 minutes?
And
Wow.
Zeka, he is just not even able to play the game.
Just desperate to try to stop them.
They're just going to push down the turrets and take the Nexus.
Looks like it. He's just standing next to the soldiers. He knows. Doesn't have any CDs. Down goes the Nexus. 22.5 minutes, and T1 say, we will snowball you.
This much all season either, right?
Yeah.
They were depressed when Hanwha won the first time, and now they get their revenge. What a night for T1 fans.